Let's go and have a look at what that woman did. I bet it has something to do with children. I bet 100% something she did to children.
This IRL streamer just got arrested for hitting a random woman with a paintball gun while live streaming herself doing so.
29-year-old Amaris Sampson, more commonly known by her kick.
Okay, not children. But still something very, very stupid, which isn't surprising.
Username Xena the Witch was arrested Wednesday night around.
Really? Xena the Witch? Why am I not surprised at all? Why am I not surprised that a stupid person has a stupid name?
10 p.m. On Saturday, August 9th, Sampson is seen in a live stream shooting a random person with a paintball on the trail near Lady Bird Lake.
And it's safe to say the punishment she received from this platform might be one of the funniest we've seen on this channel, because honestly, it almost feels like a bad joke. And honestly, not really to anyone's surprise, this whole mess was a part of Ice Poseidon's streaming event, because in recent years, he's been collecting the biggest influencer morons like their Infinity Stones for his own content. And while some could argue, hey, well, this was an open event and anyone can compete here, he at least gravitates them towards himself. And if you've been around this channel for a while now, you probably know who he is. He was one of the largest streamers back on Twitch, had a very controversial career, ended up getting banned permanently, and then went over to kick.com to continue his controversial career. But in recent years, he's been hosting...
Like you do. I mean, to be fair, I'm on Kick. So... But so is Asmongold and everyone else. So it doesn't matter anymore.
All sorts of Hunger Games style streamer competitions and other stuff, and they normally spiral into chaos. It's basically been one single month since some chaotic thing has happened on a stream that we covered here on this channel, but today we're back with a new low.
He said it! He said it!
And honestly, in a similar fashion to the other one, this isn't even really his fault. But before we dive into what happened, meet Amaris Sampson, a 29-year-old woman who goes by the name of Xena the Witch on Kick. She was one of about 90 streamers participating in this new scavenger hunt event. And it's safe to say that she's not someone you would call a first-time offender when it comes to...
90? Did he say 90?
Meet Amaris Sampson, a 29-year-old woman who goes by the name of Xena the Witch on Kick. She was one of about 90 streamers participating.
He said 90. Wow, that's a lot of people, like a lot of people. A lot of people. Oh my God.
This new scavenger hunt event. And it's safe to say that she's not someone you would call a first-time offender when it comes to controversial streaming content. She's actually been featured here on this channel before, because Xena has been building her reputation in the IRL streaming space for a while, and it's safe to say she's made some pretty dumbass decisions. Arguably, the paintball incident isn't like an isolated moment of poor judgment, because in January of 2024, after an argument with an Uber driver, he pulled the car over in the middle of the street, and both Xena and her friend got out. Then Xena's friend recorded herself grabbing the driver's phone and tossing it into the street.
What a piece of shit.
You're gonna cancel the ride right now.
You know, the Muslims the Muslims do it right. You know, if someone behaves like that, they beat them. And I completely agree. Completely. She does not need to go to prison, nothing like that. Just 20 hits with a stick. That's enough. By the way, if you think that, oh my God, this is sexist, you are Islamophobic. You are Islamophobic.
I broke that phone. Let's go.
I mean, that's just completely pathetic. But then she herself randomly sucker punched this Norwegian streamer by the name of Don Patrick in his head completely out of nowhere during a Jack Doherty broadcast.
Okay? No. What the? Oh my. The
And while the first one's outrageous and the second one is scummy, the most recent thing might just be the dumbest and most outright cruelest thing that she's ever done on her stream. So what happened? Well, earlier this month, Austin police started getting reports about streamers running around the city with paintball guns. And it all came to a head when someone got hurt.
That's something you can't do. Like, because that's stupid. Name a good reason why you would do that. There is none. You transporting them? Why don't you transport them in a bag? You know, why would you carry them? Because carrying and transporting are two different things when it comes to, you know, weapons. And yes, you can use them as weapons, even if they just hurt. That's enough. A lot of weapons just hurt. And aren't meant to, you know, end someone.
Hurt. A woman was just going about her day near some paddleboard rentals on South Lakeshore Boulevard in Austin, Texas, when she suddenly just got hit with a paintball fired at her by a random stranger. The victim had to go to the emergency room and file a police report because, well, it's no surprise that being hit by a paintball is not your ideal way to spend your Saturday afternoon. But the police classified this assault with injury, and it didn't take long for them to conclude that it was connected to the scavenger hunt in Austin, Texas. Now, unlike the Last Man Standing event, Ice Poseidon's scavenger hunt is a citywide competition where essentially
yeah, this is dumb. This is really dumb. I mean, the idea generally is good, but you don't do it in a city. In an abandoned city, yes. I mean, completely, yes. Abandoned city, you can do that. But not in a city where, you know, people live. I mean, if you do it in a village and, you know, everyone is in on it, yeah, sure. No problems. But that, no. That's stupid.
Any streamer can just join this competition, collect these 50 hidden RFID tags, and have a chance of winning $30,000. It's a complete open invite, and it became chaotic, to put it lightly. And for some reason, all of these IRL streamers start acting like the city of Austin, Texas was their own private Rust server. And this is the second season of the event, and just for a recap, the biggest incident of the first event was when Natalie Reynolds convinced what seemed to be a homeless woman to jump into a lake for $20 that she never...
We have seen that. It was so stupid. Why do I think that if you have an IQ below 90, you shouldn't be on the internet? I think that kind of would be a good idea.
Repaid.
Scanner that you need to look for in the water.
Really?
Yeah.
What if I drown?
I'm scuba certified. You should jump in. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Ready?
Oh, you said it was okay.
You said you wanted to swim.
You told me to jump in.
I didn't tell you to jump in.
I can't swim. I can only float. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Fast forward to this year, we have multiple streamers running around South Lakeshore Boulevard.
That disgusting woman. And I mean the streamer. Disgusting.
For some reason carrying paintball guns. According to them, this was to protect themselves. Okay. And I guess that's one question.
Against who?
Questionable thing, but it got worse when Xena decided to do this.
Adriana!
Now, I can't show the moment she fired the paintball, but you can use your imagination and clearly see she tracked that woman, and this was no accident.
Sorry. That's a real worker you almost shot at.
Huh?
Yeah, that's a real worker you.
I don't know.
This was simply for her own amusement, and to make the situation...
Of course. Of course. They are just there to have fun and hurt people. There's nothing else. They would... Okay, money. Yeah, of course, money.
Even worse, when called out by another woman who was with her, instead of taking any kind of responsibility and immediately, you know, checking if anyone was actually hit and maybe apologizing, she just doubled down and said she didn't care. Wow, what a great person.
Where did she shoot you? In the...
Like,
Do you know who it was?
can you please turn that off?
Yeah, I just wanted to get the evidence because I can.
It's one of the girls. Yeah, Amira Sampson. She's the one who shot you.
Now, obviously, this woman had nothing to do with the scavenger hunt and nothing to do with streaming, and certainly did not consent to being fired at with paintballs. And we actually got the aftermath of the situation recorded by the streamer Benny Mac.
They're doing it around the public. They're doing it around members of the public. It's utter bull.
Who did? Can you please call the cops? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what's your name? Where did she shoot you?
And it's kind of interesting because when Benny arrived and started trying to figure out who was responsible for hitting her with a paintball, the response from the other streamers in the area was basically to act like they were the victims. Hello? Because they went on to say they only had paintball guns to defend themselves from other people with paintball guns, and definitely not the friendliest of tones. And when Benny said he wasn't very comfortable with that, one of them were like, "How are you intimidated by us?"
Just so you know, this guy's got a paintball gun over here.
I'm not shooting.
Yeah, she just got shot in the thigh by one of your team.
Just one of the girls.
And this is a member of the public. Well, why have you got a paintball gun?
Because I can. What the f*** you gonna do about it?
Why are you coming at me like? I'm just asking a member of the public. Please do not come near members of the public aggressively with firearms.
You're accusing him of shooting her.
No, I'm just saying why.
One of us shot her.
I'm just wondering why you've got a paintball.
Yeah, these guys are trash. These people are trash. Like, they're just trash. Trash human beings. They don't care about others. They only care about themselves. Typical, stupid people behavior.
Gun.
Which is not even true. I met plenty of stupid people that care about other people. Like literally stupid people, like, people that have low IQ. I've met enough that are just nice people. But these people are just trash.
To defend ourselves from the other people with paintball guns. Okay. Is that fair?
I don't think it's fair, not in public.
Okay, you're retarded.
Okay, well, this member of the public just got hit by a paintball.
We didn't shoot her, did we?
Then why are you intimidating people with weapons in public? You intimidated me.
How? I'm walking towards you. You just a...
Benny, shut up.
You just a...
No?
Yeah, you are.
Look at him. I can tell you, he grew up without a father. I can tell you because of his behavior, because a father would never allow his son to be like that, unless the father also is trash. So he comes from a trash family. The other guy, this guy tries to be, oh, look at me, I'm so tough, because he wants to, get in the pants of the women that are around, because he looks like a guy who is like that. And they're clowns. It's disgusting.
You intimidating people with weapons in public. You intimidated me.
How? I'm walking towards you. You just a...
Benny, shut up.
You just a...
No?
Yeah, you are.
I'm a member of the public.
Again, hello? I didn't realize it was possible to be this socially unaware.
How? I'm walking towards you.
You see what I mean? What was that? Like, hey guys, could you not shoot random people with paintball guns? Oh, you just like, what kind of response is that? Oh, well,
The response of someone that's retarded.
in that case, please continue to live stream yourself committing crimes. What an insufferable crowd. On Twitter, Xena initially tried to deny that she was the one who fired the paintballs, which is pretty bold to put it lightly, considering the fact that she live streamed herself doing it. But thankfully,
Which is the funniest thing at all. You're live streaming yourself doing a crime, then you say you didn't do it. It's so stupid.
she started to realize that she couldn't deny something that she live streamed herself doing. So she then changed her story to claim, oh, it was just an accident, and she would stop being so reckless in the future. Also, I hit up Ice because I was extremely confused about why this whole paintball situation was a thing. And apparently he told the contestants that nobody should be using them and confirmed they brought it themselves. So I guess these streamers are just harassing civilians with paintball guns for sport.
So, Nice Poseidon. Told them to not bring paintballs? Paintball guns? No, not to use them? Then why bring them in the first place? That doesn't add up. Even if he tells them to not use them, why bring them in the first place? And if he didn't tell anyone to bring anything, then you could just say, if you have these things, you are excluded. Even if you win, you will not get the money. He could do that. Did he? I don't know. Maybe we will know. We will see.
Like, there's no upside for them to do this other than their own entertainment and content. But that really shows you what kind of people they are. And it didn't take long for the police to end up identifying her, which, you know, isn't surprising when someone commits a crime on camera and broadcasts the evidence to thousands of viewers. But the investigation confirmed what everyone could already see in the footage, and they moved forward with pressing 3 charges. And the charges were assault with bodily injury, deadly conduct, and out-of-county misdemeanor. Now, the
deadly conduct? What?
Assault with
deadly conduct. Class A misdemeanor. And an out-of-county misdemeanor. Oh.
Bodily injury, deadly conduct, and out-of-county misdemeanor. Now, the arrest itself turned into a whole moment in itself because it played out live on Shuby's stream. And if that guy rings a bell, yeah, we've covered him on the channel before as well, because he was the genius behind breaking into a police training facility while live streaming it in Fairfax County, Virginia.
I think we have watched it. And with we, I mean on stream. I think so. Really stupid. Really, really stupid.
If you know anything about that place, it's like Fed Central and one of the highest funded police forces in the nation. So it's safe to say this is not the first time arrests have been made on Shuby's stream. At least this time it wasn't him though.
Why are we getting pulled over?
Is that a rifle?
It's a paintball gun.
Okay, just leave it there.
And there she is.
Do you need a lawyer?
I have a lawyer.
Okay, you're all good.
And her mugshot
I bet that's not the first time with the law. Yeah. I bet.
Was released shortly after, confirming that she'd actually been booked and was facing serious consequences for paintballing the woman in the paddleboard rental. But the funny part is, while police were looking for her documents, a viewer in Shuby's chat donated $2 just to snitch on her through TTS out loud.
Oh, it's in the
Hi, officer. The passenger is a wanted felon for assault. She's the streamer the news was talking about. Amara Sampson. Check her out. She is a career criminal.
The whole Twitch TTS thing with the IRL streamers is just such an interesting phenomenon because unlike normal desktop streamers, TTS is normally like, you know, just meant to chime in. But on IRL streamers, TTS notifications come in to like essentially mess with the streamer or make their lives like miserable. TTS people either want them arrested or to get into some altercation. But what's even funnier is how Kick decided to respond to the situation, because instead of giving her a normal warning, they just suspended her account indefinitely. Or, well, not quite. They actually just banned her for 999 years, which is essentially indefinitely. But according to the platform, and as Shuby showed, her account is set to be restored on August 12th, 2024.
She showed me how long she got banned for, but she doesn't want me to say. Hold on, I'm trying to convince her to make it public, bro. She's being scared. Alright, I'm gonna just show y'all this. This is how long she's banned.
Good. I think that's a win.
I mean, she played herself here. And now, just recently on August 19th, 2025, Xena actually called in during a live stream by She's So Icy to announce that she will be heading back this week. But she didn't give any real details if she's actually been officially released by the authorities or if she managed to bail herself out. But either way, she made it clear that she's on her way out. According to her, though, she's done with live streaming, which makes sense considering that she's been banned for 1,000 years. And honestly, if you're banned on Kick, good luck existing anywhere else.
Hi, everybody. Obviously, I will be home
Oh.
this week. You know, I'm chilling. I got everybody in here. Basically, you know, they rub my feet, they braid my hair.
They love your feet? They braid your hair? What the? Looks like she has gone to a spa.
You already know how it is. And no, I'm just kidding. But no, it's pretty chill in here. I'm vibing. Ready to go home to my cats. You know.
Of course she has cats. Crazy cat lady.
the home is good, the friendship is good, the family is good. Yeah, everything's good other than the fact that I'm a new little fender bender, but you know,
A little fender bender, a little oopsie.
I'm the other witch. I'm always gonna be on top, so even
This one is also a dumb cunt.
when I'm on the bottom, I'm still a top bitch.
And that's right.
I don't really have anything else.
So she deliberately fired a paintball at someone, calls it a fender bender, and then claims she's still on top, but she's in jail because she didn't post a 10K bond. So roughly $1,000 through a bail bond agency and she's free, but she didn't post that. So it must suck to be so clearly in the wrong that not even any of your rich kick friends would even want to bail you out. But hey, I guess that's just life sometimes. It sucks to suck.
Oh my God.
Optimistically though, with Xena facing potential legal consequences and a lifetime ban from Kick, we might think this would serve as a warning to other creators about the consequences of putting.
No. I mean, we had way worse situations in the past with streamers that were sentenced to years in prison, and and no one learned from that because they're too stupid to learn. So no, this will not do anything.
Putting random people at risk for entertainment, but we just came out of Johnny Smalley's trial, and based on the history of IRL streaming and the general trajectory of these content creators, that's probably never going to happen. Let's be real. And also, if you want to see us traveling to South Korea for the trial, you can click on that video right here, as we've spent a week of our lives making this, and I feel like it's a crazy story. But other than that, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next video with more energy, because I am extremely low on energy because I'm kind of sick from my South Korea trip. But until then, I'll see you then. Peace.
Shouldn't have eaten a dog.
This IRL streamer just got...
Yeah, we got it. Okay. Man, that was dumb.